here tickets are also a great fit, and we're seeing that here.
Oh yeah, baby. Hell yeah. What else we got?
Alrighty. I got lots, but this one we got to touch on a little bit. Just a bit of an update. We're not going to spend a lot of time. Everyone knows, what's happened here. But basically, we had this court case where FTX doesn't have to say who the 50 biggest creditors are in court for now. That could change. So the creditors that are collectively, the 50 biggest creditors are collectively owed $3 billion. That's just the biggest 50, hey? And they also have said that the Chapter 15, the bankruptcy proceedings, will be moving to Delaware from the Bahamas. So that's what came out from this. And we also saw, really interestingly, okay, do you have anything to add on the FTX side of the thing? I mean, the guy's sitting in his mansion with his parents, free as a bird, whereas
he just duped everyone, bro. He just duped everyone. He understood branding, and he just used it for evil. He does everything we did that we talk about for personal branding, and he used it effectively and chose to just go evil. That's pretty much what happened. He crushed it. Like, he crushed it and fooled everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, but the question is he going to face recourse? Is there going to be recourse?
There's no way. He's got to be fucked. I mean, didn't they already? Is he already like in captivity, or whatever the word is? Like,
yeah, sort of house. I'd say he's in his compound, and until further notice has been asked nicely not to leave. But there's two sides to this, right? As far as what I'm hearing, the one is that if you look carefully at the terms and conditions, by depositing with them, you handed over your crypto.
Yeah,
and they can do with it as they like.
I also think he could disappear. He's got enough connections, and he probably has access to funds that we don't know about still, probably millions of dollars, that he could probably be like, yo, get me out of here. I think it could happen.
Hundreds of millions.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got away and people were like, oh, he's gone. He's on the run, just like Do Kwon, which people pretty much forgot about. Who knows what happened to that guy? But yeah, I don't know.
No, well, Do Kwon's going to face the music. Do Kwon was a bit different. Look, I think Sam will as well. I do. I think he's got a lot of powerful people on his side, and we've seen that from the media coverage, the sort of in real life media coverage that he's getting, being painted as this amazing philanthropist. Oh, poor Sam. He can't save the whole world now from the next pandemic. The poor victim. Because of the unfortunate circumstance at FTX, this poor man cannot save all of us from the next pandemic, which is just quite humorous to watch. The big news
people's artwork. People's artwork has been so fucking.
That was a bit too much. No, bro. Yeah, so it's too funny. Much. I haven't enjoyed it,
but it's funny. I mean, I definitely haven't enjoyed it. I would definitely, enjoyed is not the word I would use either. But it's pretty fucking funny. Like, he has gotten very, I don't know the word is, but interesting. We'll say that. He's become very interesting character with his art.
Yeah.
Depicting what's going on.
So what we did say as it happened, or what I said to you as it happened, is that there's going to be a movie made out of this as it happened. So we got Apple are trying to secure the film rights to make a movie on the FTX thing. I mean, it's like reminds me of that what's that show, Wolf on Wall Street. It's going to be that type of movie, if you ask me. But just instead of it being really cool people like schnaffing coke off strippers' assholes, it's going to be very nerdy people taking amphetamines and having missionary sex on beanbags. So it's going to be the nerd version of Wolf of Wall Street. I want to see Kate's expression at the moment.
Dude, this is gonna be fabulous. It reminds me, actually, there's a Netflix documentary, I think it's about Quadriga, is what the exchange was called. A big exchange, basically like the Coinbase of Canada a few years ago. And they basically, Bitcoin crashed and they lost everything. The exact situation that FTX basically went, they halted all withdrawals, everyone lost their money, but then the founder disappeared and apparently died in Asia, but there's no fucking way he died. Like, he's definitely alive.
What's that?
Somewhere.
The Bitcoin?
It's a Bitcoin exchange. I believe it was called Quadriga. Yeah. But it's a Netflix documentary.
Oh, they've already got it. Okay.
It's been
I know
out for a while.
exactly.
I watched it last year. It was an incredible documentary. It was very, very well put together.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
So yes, I would like to. If you send me the name, I'd really. It's a Mount Gox. Is that what we're talking about? The Mount Gox hack of Bitcoin. I'm sure that's the. I mean, that was the big thing that happened.
No, so it's called Trust No One. The Hunt. Is it The Hunt for the Crypto King? But it has this guy. Hold on, let me see what I'll focus.
Yeah, Crypto Dreams also said trust no one.
Trust no one will make your clutch your big. Just you see this character with this mask on. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm sure it's about. It must be based on the Mount Gox hack that happened for sure.
I don't think it was a hack. I think they don't have access to the money. Bitcoin crashed. It went from like whatever it was to a tenth of the price, and they didn't have the money to secure it because they were loaning it out.
Yeah, it sounds very
also
familiar.
chance only is pumping.
Awesome. Apple seeks full rights to Bankman-Fried story. Past month's been a rollercoaster. We know all of this. Lewis is the author behind The Big Short, Moneyball, and The Blind Side, and has been embedded with Bankman-Fried for the past 6 months before the dramatic collapse of FTX. So they're in talks with Michael Lewis to acquire his yet unpublished book about FTX founder, and the tech giants near to the deal with Lewis. So they're trying to get the rights to make it into a movie, which would be really, really cool. And I'm pretty sure they will. They will get the rights. Look at this tweet. These are who's going to be the actors.
Oh my god! Is it actually?
No. They're just trolling. But it's quite good.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, that is funny.
Isn't Jonah? I'm pretty sure Jonah lost all his weight, actually.
Well, he'll put it back on for this role because he's perfect. She's not as perfect as for the Caroline role, but that's quite cool. And then also Amazon. So Amazon is doing a series. They are doing a series on FTX.
Wow.
Wow. Apple wants to do a film on it and get the rights to that, and that's what they're trying. But Amazon has commissioned a TV series about the collapse. It's already been commissioned. AGBO, independent film and television production company, will be responsible for producing the new show. The studio will be led by Anthony Russo and Joseph Russo, American directors and producers. The show's production is expected to start early 2023. It will have a total of 8 episodes. Yeah, I mean, nice. I'm looking forward to seeing it. They better not paint him as a darling that they have been at the moment. It better be correct.
They couldn't. Not with the amount of shit that's come out now.
Oh God, I mean, to think we all looked up to this guy so much. We should have done more research.
I didn't look up to this motherfucker. I barely knew who he was.
I knew who he was.
I barely knew him. I only learned about him after all this shit happened. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know too much about him. I mean, I knew about FTX, but I didn't really hear too much about Sam Bankman-Fried until this whole thing happened, and then I kind of dove into it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he just got caught out, bro. I mean, CZ really fucked him. I mean, that's the all-time like.
Yeah, but it would have happened, Kate, if it didn't happen. CZ made it happen a bit quicker than it would have happened. But, I mean, he was just in a big hole, bro. He was lending money left, right, and center to gamble with. And, gambling with your Bitcoin, pretty much. Selling your Bitcoin and buying high-risk altcoins to try and get the big returns. All right, Kate. Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.